Hey there, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and happy Saturday. We're going to continue our trials to the Master Ball tier, and I'm hoping that you'll enjoy the ride so far. There's been a lot of discussions in the comments lately, which thank you very much. And we'll be playing with some new teams that I'm going to be coming up with. I have an idea that's still going through my head, and it's probably a terrible idea, but for some reason, while I was at work, I thought of bringing a team with Umbreon with skill swap and a screening mouse hold so that I can skill swap friend guard, I think it's called, to minus attacks by 25% while it's on the field, and then have mouse hold just kind of do screens, making it so that it's equal up to 75%, meaning that I don't take any damage. And since Umbreon himself is incredibly tanky and has moves like, you know, Moonshine or something like that, it's probably gonna be hard to kill it. So they give it like a really weird terror like water or like steel or something, and it's just gonna make it really impossible to take down Umbreon, and I think it would be hilarious to see. So we're gonna be probably building that team here pretty quick because I want to see it in action. There's that. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. It is officially Saturday. Thank God the week has been dragging for me, and I am so done. I decided to become an overachiever and do like a lot of over the top work stuff, so I'm kind of sore and tired. So I'm glad for the weekend, and I'm here for the relaxation and maybe play more Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not 100% sure about that yet, but there's that. For now, let's get out of the intro and get into the Pokemon matches. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so our first match is showing me Grimmsnarl, that weird flower thing that I could never remember what its name is. It's like Laura. I don't know. Sylveon, Fluttermane, Iron Violent, and Namorous. So this is a complete fairy team. Most likely a YouTuber's creating content for fairy types only, or just loves walking into the master tier rank ladder with fairy types, or could be getting, you know, the master ranking or whatever. Whatever the case may be, it's adorable, but we're gonna have to go through it. So in this case, we do have some ramblings of maybe a trick room, but I'm not 100% sure what the premise is. So I think we're just gonna try to outspeed them by offering up Tornadus. Oh, I just realized I don't have anyone that does poison damage or steel. That's, oh wait, yes, no, I don't. She doesn't have Terra Blast. Well, crap. Fluttermane, Chimpao, and we'll go with Torkoal, because why not? We're gonna definitely bring in Tornadus though, so that we can get in the Tailwind, but I don't really know how this team is gonna work out. This is gonna be very interesting. Let's see what happens. If it's a Namorous, we're gonna have to, well, she's here. Trick Room is probably gonna be the best option for them, but they also have Grimmsnarl, who's also weak against my Pokemon as well. So we're gonna taunt the Namorous because it is a it's fairy, it's not dark. So taunting it would be the best case of action. And then it's flying. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I might be able to knock it out fairly easily then. Dazzling Gleam. Taunt will go off on the Namorous. If it was going to set up Trick Room, it's not going to now. Unless it has Mental Herb. Does not. Fake Tears. Lowers down its specialty. Wait. Fake Tears lowers stats. Why did it go up to? How about what? Oh, it was trying to use Tailwind, so it won't be able to now. I can't taunt the Grimmsnarl, but I don't think it's really going to matter. So I'll taunt, and I mean, oh no, I don't want to run. I don't want to run. I'll swap into Torkoal, Terra, Fairy, Dazzling Gleam. They can't get anything off. I'm faster than that team for sure, but I kind of want to know why that went up instead of down. That seems really off and weird at the same time. I'm actually like intrigued. Is it contrary or acute charm? It's contrary. Use on Pokemon that raise stats lower the stats, and while the moves lower the stats, it raises the stat. Oh, neat. Fake Tears again, but it drops Torkoals. 2 stages, but it's not going to really matter because Fluttermane's going to do a lot of damage, even to a +2. Does not take KO the Enamorus, but it will take down the Grimmsnarl. And Enamorus is going to eat a berry. It's probably the citrus berry. Okay, I thought it was one of the danger berries. Moonblast into the Torkoal slot does nothing. Takes him down to half or less than half. So it's not nothing, but that would have knocked out Tornadus for sure. Absolutely. So it's Contrary that's doing that. That's interesting. I did not expect that to be a thing. That's really, really cool. And that's the incarnate form, by the way. Just so that people know. Paralysis activates and their speed was heightened. This is when... Yeah, this is when speed or Tailwind would have been very, very helpful here, but that's okay. Because they might knock out Torkoal. Torkoal's gonna get off a helping hand. I don't think they're gonna knock out Fluttermane. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Substitute will not knock out Fluttermane at all. But I'm definitely gonna take down this Enamorus. Might pop the sub too. That sub didn't do a whole lot. I thought it was supposed to take down like half. It's weird. I wonder if they're holding that item. I think there's an item that drops the health requirement for substitute. I'm not 100% sure. Their final Pokemon is Sylveon though. Helping Hand again. Fluttermane, Dazzling Gleam. I'm just gonna keep attacking. My Fluttermane's not the fastest one, but it's gonna be the strongest one. Moonblast over to my Fluttermane does not do a whole lot of damage. Dazzling Gleam will now hopefully finish this up. Does. So that's a W. That was a pretty interesting team. Contrary really took me off guard. I thought they were gonna do like screens or maybe like Fake Tears my team. No, that wasn't the case. All right, next match is up. We've got Tornadus, Bramblegast, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Urshifu, and Golden Go. So this is a Tailwind team. They just need to be faster than we are. So with that in mind, it's probably best that we prime up our own Tailwind team. And because they're going to bring in their Tornadus, Serena should probably be the one that I bring on my side so that they can't do anything priority wise. So with that being said, excuse me, we're going to do Tornadus, Serena, Fluttermane, and I don't want to bring in Xianpao, but I don't think he's going to be good here. We'll bring in Grimmsnarl just so that we have a little bit more balance with our team. Chi-Yu is probably going to be a problem. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work yet, but we'll see if Chi-Yu becomes anything. If it's Single Strike Urshifu, we should have like an up on it. If it's Rapid Strike, it's about 50-50. I mean, fighting is weakens Fairy, but yeah. Tornadus and Golden Go versus Serena and my Tornadus. Okay, so we can taunt their Tornadus, and then I really don't have anything that's like going to hit them. I can play rough the Tornadus, but is that going to be enough? Yeah, we'll play her up the Tornadus. So we're gonna go like 2 times in a slot, which is something that I don't really want to do. They're gonna Terra, Golden Go, and it's gonna become Steel. Well, High Jump Kick's gonna mess you up now, but I have to swap for that. Taunt stops their Tornadus unless it has Mental Herb. It does not. Play Rough, misses. Bleak Wind Ooh, that's a lot of damage on this arena. And here comes the Make It Rain. There goes to KO. So this team definitely wasn't the best one to bring in Serena. But now they can't tailwind, but doesn't matter because neither can I. Which stinks. Because now I'm stuck with 2 fairies on my side. That's not going to be very helpful. Not helpful indeed. Even with Make It Rain going down like 1 special attack, it's still a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Just depends on who I want to try to save. Fluttermane's not going to really matter. I could try to save Grimmsnarl, but if Bleakwind comes out again, I'm going to be in trouble. We're going to Light Screen. Light Screen's going to lower special moves about 50%, and then we will Mystical Fire the Golden Go, lowering its special attack another stage, so it'll be -2, which hopefully will be okay. If it's spec'd, it's not... I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference, but we'll try. Light Screen goes up. Here comes Mythical Fire. Does not one-hit KO the Golden Go, but gets really, really close. Bleak Wind hits both. Doesn't do a whole lot, but here comes Make It Rain. Will it do a lot? Even -2. With the screen, it will barely survive. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Play rough on the Golden Go. Then we'll Mythical Fire the Tornadus again. We're pretty much like in the lose-lose situation here. I should have maybe hit the Tornadus. Maybe that would have been a little bit different. Who knows? It was kind of terrible to bring in Serena. But I thought that if I prevented... Okay, they withdrew Tornadus. I thought that if I prevented something, right? If I prevented priority, which I thought was going to happen, like, oh, you're going to taunt because you're faster, and I don't have a way to stop it. So there's that. Oh, they're going to retreat both their Pokemon. Neat. Fluttermane comes out, Booster Energy activates, and Chi-Yu comes out after that. And lower sound special defenses of all the Pokemon. Mythical Fire goes right onto the Fluttermane. Does not one-hit KO, but I will next time. It becomes -2. Play Rough goes right into the Chi-Yu. Doesn't KO, but it will probably next time. I don't think I'm faster, but we can try. I have to do Mythical Fire, which is unfortunate. But we'll give it a shot. Mythical Fire knocks out the Fluttermane. Here comes Heat Wave. Misses the Fluttermane, but will knock out the Grimmsnarl, which is unfortunate. I have Make It Rain still strong. We're out of here. There's no way I can defeat three Pokemon by myself. It's almost impossible. I can knock out the Chi-Yu, but I'm left with Bleak Wind, and I don't really want to deal with that. So we're done. Alrighty then, and our third match is ready to go. We've currently got Torkoal, Indeedee, Armarouge, Lilligant, Iron Hands, and Fluttermane. So we've got a Sun Trick Room variant, which is really, really interesting. So in this aspect, I don't really have to worry about bringing in Torkoal, because Torkoal will most likely come into this field anyway. The only thing I have to worry about outspeeding me is that Lilligant though. So I do need to bring in Tornadus, first of all, just so that if I do not get stuck in with a random Trick Room thing, I can pretty much outspeed anyone that I'm trying to right away. Or I can bring in Fluttermane, Chien-Pao to maybe do Ruination, to like like lower down the chances of Trick Room, but again, it's about that 50-50 chance. At this point, anything is possible, and it can get very, very annoying to trying to deal with this team. Like, I have more worries about Trick Room than I am Torkoal Lilligant. To be honest with you, I have more worries of those two than anything else. We will go Tornadus, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, Grimmsnarl. I highly doubt I doubt they will not walk in. I doubt they won't walk in with Torkoal. They have to. Lilligant is too strong. As a matter of fact, Hisuian Lilligant is faster than the original Lilligant that we're playing with today. It's Indeedee and Armarouge, both shiny, so that's cool. Second Surge, preventing all priority that's touching the ground. So Tornadus is free of that. But unfortunately, we are not subject to that. We're going to Air Slash the Indeedee. And I'm going to... Dazzling Gleam? Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam. I think that's my best chance of dealing with this opening right here. It's such a hard opener for me. Like, priority out aside, just this expanding force, like, spam is huge. Follow Me gets activated. I just have to prevent Trick Room. Dazzling Gleam goes off. This isn't going to hit the Armarouge for too much damage. Might do a ton to the Indeedee, and it does. Here comes Air Slash, and it misses, but it doesn't really matter because Armarouge was the one that's doing the Trick Room. So Air Slash. No, we'll swap. We'll double swap right now. We'll double swap because even if, right, Expanding Force could be coming out, and if they know, or if I didn't bring in both my dark types, the Expanding Force would hurt a lot. And now I can prepare for other techs such as like Ice Spinner with Chien-Pao. I can put up screens with Grimmsnarl, but here comes the Expanding Force, does not work. And here comes the Dazzling Gleam, which will work on Chien-Pao especially. But I can also... Oh, I can't Ice Shard. You know what? That's okay. That is absolutely okay. Light Screen, and then I'm going to Protect. Because right now, Ruination's going to make it so that I go last. I don't want to go last, but I will certainly be going last. With Light Screen, I have a chance of surviving a little bit more. They're gonna have to switch up tactics now because I'm not gonna sit here and take Expanding Forces. They're gonna Terra, it's gonna be the Indeedee, and it's going to be Fairy. So they're hoping to do a lot more damage with the Dazzling Gleam now. Either that or it's to maybe withstand another move that he could make. Here comes Light Screen. This should turn off Armor Cannon. Heat Wave does nothing to the Chien-Pao. Will not hit the Grimmsnarl. Will miss. Here comes the Dazzling Gleam. Again, will not hit the Chien-Pao. It will hit the Grimmsnarl, but I don't think it's going to be for very much. Nope. Oh no, it's still super effective. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about, apparently. Foul Play to the Armarouge. I think I'm faster? I think? No, I might be slower. I'm not sure. How much? They have 2 more turns in Trick Room. And I will Ice Spinner the Indeedee. Heat Wave. It's gonna knock them both out. God dang it. Armarouge. Okay. Still hurts. Oof. Bring in Torkoal or Trick Room. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I didn't. So that's on me. Shadow Ball and Air Slash. Why not? I mean, Expanding Force comes out. It's going to do a lot. Boop. Doesn't one hit KO, but gets really, really close. And it has Life Orb. Interesting. Tornadus goes down. Fluttermane, not so much. I might be able to see the next Pokemon. Might be in the keyword. Here comes a Shadow Ball. Right into that slot. And it's going to knock out Armarouge. Son of a biscuit. Oh, look. Dimensions return to normal. And Psychic Surge disappears. Okay. What does that mean for me, though? Nothing. Nothing. Shadow Ball, the Iron Hands. The thing's gonna fake me out. Here it goes. Boop. Fake out. Get out of here. That's a loss. All right. So how do we make this team into winners? This is a lot of loses, guys. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, so our fourth match today has Rillaboom, Tyranitar, Amoonguss, Slowking, Gastrodon, and Iron Hands. So we have a little bit of a mixture of teams here. We've got T-Tar that has Sandstream, or it could be Unnerved, so no berries could be eaten, but Sandstream's usually what they go for. And Slowking, who knows Chilean Reception, which makes it into ice. So that's a very interesting concept. Or it could be a heavily done rock team, or it could be like a really weird Trick Room team. I'm not sure. I think this is going to be like more defensive than anything, but we'll see how it turns out when we select our teams. I think the best course of action that I do have, though, is to maybe bring in Tornadus. Actually, let's bring in Chiampao and Fluttermane, Torkoal and Serena for priority, which we might see a couple of them, and Torkoal. I don't want to get stuck in with Grimmsnarl or Tornadus in case if it's something that's really, really weird. And if it is like a Weather War that we're gonna have to deal with, then Torkoal is gonna be the best one that I'm gonna need, so I can constantly make the switches in and out against like either Chilean Reception or Tyranitar. So let's see. Okay, Slowking and Iron Hands. Da 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 da. So Chiampao is going to go ahead and protect so that we don't get really hit by anything. And I'm going to Thunderbolts. Does he get hit? It's eh. I really want to hit it with Thunderbolt. I don't know what it's going to do, though. So I'm just going to go up with the Dazzling Gleam. Protect on the Chiampao. Fake Out. Yep, Fake Out was going to go for the Chiampao, so we protected that slot. And we outspeed the Slowking. Here comes the Dazzling Gleam. Boom, right to the Iron Hands. Does quite a bit of damage, but it sets up Trick Room. Interesting. Trick Room is now set up. Swap out to Torkoal. And I kind of want to swap out to... Yeah, we'll swap out to Serena, because most likely we're going to get hit with Heavy Slam. So Slowking does Trick Room. A lot of people do Trick Room, so I'm not quite surprised. But he's a really good, interesting water type Pokemon. It's also psychic, and he's also able to do a couple of raids, so it's not bad. Terra Blast does very little. That's like a normal. Drain Punch also does very little to Torkoal. But that was Chi and Pow to that slot, so we're just kind of like, oh, I'm going to double into it. I kind of don't want you to live anymore. We're going to Flamethrower, though. Well, yeah. Terra Fire, Flamethrower to the Iron Hands. And then... oh, Power Whip. Layra. Serena's gonna go last, so it doesn't really matter what I do. You turn off the Slowking with your Iron Hands. Good call. I can't read that. Oh, it's it's that one Pokemon that he is. Among Us. Okay, Terra Fire in the sun. It's probably gonna hurt this Pokemon a lot, by the way. Flamethrower. Eruption isn't going to do a whole lot. It's less than half, so that should knock it out, and it does. So it's kind of like a worthy switch in. Surf does a lot of damage. Does not knock out Torkoal, but does a lot of damage. And here comes the U-turn. Right to Slowking, and he doesn't get knocked out still. Why? Why? Okay. Still, the slowest Pokemon on their side of the field is now off the table, and still priority is available. Serena gets swapped out, so we don't have to worry about that. Here comes Tyranitar. Okay. Trick Room has 2 more turns. Swap to Flutter Mane so we can get rid of this weather. And I'm going to Ice Shard into Slowking, which I'm hoping will knock him out. If it doesn't, I'm going to be mad. Because it should. Honestly, it should. I would do Sucker Punch, but I don't have it, so Ice Shard goes into that slot, and it doesn't not... okay. Psychic. Doesn't do as much damage as he thought. Here comes the Rock Slide, and it's going to miss Flutter Mane, but hits the Chi and Pow for a lot. Doesn't KO, though. But that will knock out the Slowking. That's probably why he wasn't knocked out by Ice Shard. If you guys haven't noticed, when you're on the ladder and they have like dot attacks, some attacks will literally leave them with 1 HP so that they can get hit by the dot damage. Why? I have no idea. But that seems to be the case. Okay, they have 1 more turn for Trick Room. Swap out the Flutter Mane to bring out Torkoal. And I'm going to... actually, no, I'm not going to swap it out. I'm going to keep him there. I'm going to protect with Chi and Pow. In the event that they go for like a Fake Out, because they can't hit Flutter Mane, so Fake Out has to go into that, or Drain Punch, just like so. And does T-Tar look smaller than anyone else? Like, he's tiny. Like, he's smaller than freaking Iron Hands. And he's supposed to be like this ginormous Pokemon. But he's tiny. You a tiny boy. Tiny baby. Tiny. Alright. Iron Hands is buffed by the weather, so am I, unfortunately. And Dimensions return to normal. So Serena, come on out and play, please. Serena, come on out and I mean, it's gonna hurt both. It doesn't really matter what I pick. That's a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and high jump kick. Play rough on Iron Hands. I mean, no. I'm gonna high jump kick Tyranitar. And I'm going to Ice Spinner into Iron Hands. Ice Spinner goes right into Iron Hands. Boop. Does not knock him out because it's really, really close though. High jump kick right to T-Tar, and he goes down immediately. Drain Punch on the Chien-Pao isn't going to get a whole lot of HP. He's going to get 10. Just a measly little 10. Boop. Just ever so slightly goes up. Chien-Pao goes down. Serena gets buffed by the Sandstorm. And so does Iron Hands. That HP he just got, gone. But that's okay. I'll help you, Iron Hands. I'll bring out the one and true savior of fire, Torkoal. Okay, and we're stuck on a high jump kick. I'm not gonna leave it up to chance. I'm just gonna flamethrower. There we go. High jump kick. Iron Hands knocks him out. That is a W. W. I didn't really get to see the team though. Like T-Tar was interesting, but what else did Slowking do? That's what I was kind of wondering. Like, what else did Slowking do? All right, and our final match of the day has, whoa. All right, this is the widest assortment of Pokemon here. So we've got Annihilate, Thundurus, Barathric, Enamorus, Amoonguss, and Heatran. A lot of these Pokemon do not like me. Absolutely do not like me. We will have to deal with anti-priority. I do not think Thundurus has Tailwind. I'm gonna double check this because he is electric. No, he's gonna be flying. He's in that weird tier where he's like, I'm not flying, but I am flying. All right, Thundurus. I do not see Tailwind in this list. He does not get it. Okay, so just Thunder Wave. So I think Tornadus, Serena, Chien-Pao, and Torkoal. I think that's who I'm gonna bring in. For this match, we do see a lot of a variant like teams. We have a status team, so like status Trick Room team. And honestly, I don't know how this was gonna turn out. Like, yeah, he's got Enamorus, but he just brings them both out. Incarnate forms, by the way. So we're gonna see how this team works out. I'm gonna taunt Enamorus though, and then I'm going to hit Play Rough on Thundurus. Play Rough should stop Thundurus from doing a lot. He's also got Prankster. So Taunt is going to go up to the Enamorus to stop whatever it's going to do. This Pokemon does have Tailwind. Thundurus uses Eerie Impulse. Raises Enamorus attacks 2 stages. Thundurus gets hit. And then Dazzling Gleam comes out from Enamorus. Contrary, man. It's so rough. Swap to Chien-Pao. I'm gonna go right in again with Thundurus. Or Thundurus. Play rough right into Thundurus. That's all I can really do at this point. Oh man, contrary. Oh. Scary Face. Doubles the speed. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I hate this, in fact. That's so broken. I now know why they're like in the mid to low 9,000s. Like, that is broken. Tailwind. We're just gonna be faster now. This is all that I can do. Oh, +4 speed. Yep, there it is. That's an L. contrary build. Was not Trick Room whatsoever. There was literally nothing I could have done. I could have changed Champao to Flying type and it wouldn't matter. No, we're out of here. We're out of here. There's nothing I could do. That is a +4 speed, +2 special attack and Namorous. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that's going to be the end of today's video. So we lost a lot, obviously, but we also learned quite a bit. Contrary from Enamorous is broken. You get a prankster like Tornadus, Thunderous, I think even Sableye can grab some of these debuffs. I think that weird Pokemon, I can't remember his name. He knows like Skipadoodle or whatever. Let me go back. Prankster, what's his name? It's his hidden ability. Graphifa. I bet you any one of those guys can do exactly what Thunderous just did and get a huge benefit from that. Again, Thunderous having Eerie Impulse and then the scary faces, just lowering down that is amazing. Like, that's really, really cool. I would like to see who else would be able to use that build and go further down in the ladder. Because as soon as I obviously taunted the wrong person, and I, for some reason, didn't think about taunting Thunderous after that. I was like, oh, I just need to take care of, I just need to somehow not die from Enamorous. And it's like, I could easily taunt the person next to him. He's not dark. He could be easily taunted. I shut off priority on my side, so he couldn't do that stuff. But I apparently didn't do that to him. It's not like he did anything. I thought he was going to use Thunderwave, and apparently he did not. So that's a really interesting build that you guys can take home and kind of whirl around in your brain a little bit. I know that I probably will. If I didn't have a Trick Room team with Enamorous in it, I certainly will now, especially after what I just saw. Oh, metal sound here. They just raised your defenses 2 stages, because why not? Like, what? It's insane. The other thing is that, and it actually, what I'm about to say is not going to make sense. I thought 2 pranksters couldn't get buffs from each other, but that's wrong. 2 pranksters cannot. It's dark types for 1, and 2, Enamorous isn't a prankster. So what I was about to say wouldn't make sense, because 2 pranksters can, because I've been doing it almost all day. But yeah, wow. Whew. Okay. So, upcoming changes to the team. I'm thinking of some. I will probably be taking the rest of today and possibly tomorrow to make some changes to the team, and you guys will have either a full new set or a couple of switch-ins to kind of see how they would do in this team. The new goal now, since we're already a Master Ball tier, is to get as low as possible. Not higher in the number, but the lowest number. And I think that's how we're going to be doing the end of the series. It's kind of like I'm going to prepare for a regional team, or to do a regional. And I think that would be very, very interesting. If I get that into my mindset, instead of just like, hey, I'm just going to come in and build a team and just kind of show off. If I start building like I am preparing for the Sacramento regional, right? Pittsburgh is later on today. If it's not already playing by the time you guys see this, it is going to, like, I can't do that one, but the next regional after that is in California, which is I can either drive 8 to 10 hours to get down there, or I could take a train or fly. So it's not that long. I could go down for the day and then come back up, or go down for 2 days or whatever, and again drive right back up. But I'm not preparing for regional. I think that's what I need to do now, is start getting into my mind that I'm preparing for regional, and this is my team that I'm taking to a regional. My first regional will not be here until January, and that's the Portland regional. It's the only one I could afford at the moment. But that doesn't mean that we could slack just because I have months amount of time. If there's anything that I learned from Wolf Glick watching his videos, is it takes months to build a team, and I would much rather get started today or tomorrow, depending on when this video comes out. I mean, you guys see it on Saturday, but depends on what I do for the rest of today and tomorrow. So I much rather take that time to get my team ready and feeling like I am ready to go instead of not. But Regulation E is going to be out by the time that comes around, so we'll see. So I'm done rambling. I'm sorry I've taken up a lot of your guys' time. I just want to thank you guys again for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show up to this point and what we're going to be doing later on. We now have a good indication of where we need to start making some changes to the team. There are several holes that I could possibly fill, so I will be looking for replacements and trying to figure out what the best way to do that. And yeah, so I'm hoping that the next time you see me, we're making some changes. Thank you all for watching once again. Do the YouTubey things for me by liking the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, leave a comment down below, as I do reply to any and all comments that you have. Helps me get back to you guys a little bit faster and answer any of your questions that you have for me or any questions that I have in general for you guys. And then obviously subscribe if you're new. Love seeing the number go up. It makes me happy. The goal for this month is about 400. We'll probably increase that because we're getting really close. We're at 394. Heck yeah. And the monthly goal, or not monthly goal, but the end of the year goal is 1,000. And that's just more of a personal goal to me. I would love to have, I think you get a play button at 1,000. I'm not sure. They might have increased that, but I would love a YouTube play button. I would love one so much. I've been doing YouTube for a very long time, and I would love to finally be able to go, look, I did it. I got a play button. All this work, everything I've done up to this point has led to something, and I'm going to continue doing something even after that. So I would love it and would appreciate any and all support that you guys are willing to give. With that, that's it. That's all I've got. So without further ado, I thank you once again for watching up to this point. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. The regionals, watch it today. I won't be live streaming, but I might be coming back to live stream. I would love to be able to sit down and talk Pokemon with you guys and have a great one. I might see you tomorrow or Monday. Depends on when I get some videos figured out. Let's roll the outro. Peace.